Hey, you guys! Wow. Who's excited? How was your week?
Hey.
Big things have happened this week. But BAM! Supporting my people. You know, it happens.
I'm excited.
I know. Guys.
When these people watch it though, like we already have known the outcome of our game. But
we're
like
gonna get to the game.
Fun is that sports started back this week.
Sports started back. Guys, I had to borrow this shirt though, so I don't actually have any Tennessee High regalia.
Guys, you gotta tell him how good Tennessee High stuff looks on him. We gotta keep him in Bristol. He's trying to tell us this is his last week here.
It is my last week.
I don't believe it.
But I think I need some Tennessee High regalia to take back with me. So if anybody has any like method and ways for me to get that, to take it back, I will gladly take a picture in Tennessee High regalia, like in Times Square, and post it.
You know, I don't think they use the word regalia.
Rep the Vikes.
You're not speaking their language.
I need that book.
I know. Gen Z translation. Okay.
Okay, guys, wait.
Okay.
We have got something.
Oh my God, we're so excited! It's so
big plans. You are not prepared for this. Some of you may know this human.
Yeah, you might.
Some of you don't know this human.
But you're gonna be so glad that you get to know him.
This is somebody that I don't even know how to describe this human. This is not the first time I've come into this situation either in my life.
You're so excited.
I know.
Okay.
I'm real excited.
Okay.
This is a legend.
Legend. I was gonna say legend is a really good word. Yeah. It's like if you think about somebody who's like you really, really look up to, and they are like the very best at what they do, and you want to be like them. Yeah. I would
frequently think that.
Yeah.
Now, let me give you a little warning. Ba-bam, warning, yield. Caution ahead. Phrasing and verbiage might be hard to comprehend at first, but your brain will adjust. Like when you listen to people with like accents, you know, like you hear somebody in British and you're like, that's kind of hard for me to understand, but then your brain like slowly adjusts. Give it like 2 to 3 minutes and you're going to be with it in seconds.
Yeah. Okay? Sometimes I have to stop and be like, but it's because it's poetic.
It's so poetic and so wise.
Yeah.
So you're going to love it. The team is rolling their eyes right now. Okay, everybody, put your hands together, and I literally mean put your hands together.
Woo!
For our good, dear friend, Gregg Parker. Come on,
Gregg Parker!
Guys, he is a soccer, I guess not a coach anymore. He's
retired.
A retired soccer coach, but he's not old.
Mm-hmm. He's a retired youth minister.
Retired youth minister. He does Great Escapes with us. He's the mastermind behind programs. So if you've been to camp and you see all the lights and everything, he sometimes hits a button if they let him. And, you know, he's really fun. So
but
enjoy.
But also, like, he's a spiritual leader for us. And so we look up to him so much. And he just happens to be in Bristol.
So enjoy.
Yay!
Thank you.
Gregg Parker.
Like going to Moan's funeral. That was very exciting.
Just know, like, words at your funeral are going to be really great.
I didn't know who we were talking about.
Greg, so
at your funeral.
I want a shirt. I want Viking regalia.
I know. You know, okay, so
Nobody
guys.
says regalia, just in case.
They do say
No.
regalia? No one says that. It's like spirit wear.
His was extra small. I need an extra large.
Okay. So, guys, Gregg is from Corinth, Mississippi, and I actually have some Corinth wear. I'm very proud of it.
You're welcome. It was
very,
probably mine.
I'm very proud of it. So tell me what it is that has brought you to Bristol this week.
This particular time?
This particular time. Because you've been to Bristol several times.
Oh, yeah. I mean, in many ways, it was a summer home. You know, we did camps with King.
For those of you who don't know, who love Great Escape, King used to host 3 weeks of Great Escape.
In a row
every summer. And so Gregg was a big part of that. So when I was a middle school camper, he was leading Great Escape. Mm-hmm. And we all looked up to him, thought he was a hero.
That's been our story.
Yeah.
And now look at you. I'm so proud.
Oh, God. It's so fun.
I've come to Bristol this particular day and because Joel is going to King, which is really blows my mind. So I got my youngest son, Joel, and some of you know him.
You guys are going to get to know him because he is our new intern for this school year. We are
Not
very...
me.
No, Joel. Joel is our new intern. So you guys will get to know him.
Have fun with that.
He's awesome.
He flies his universe. But yeah, he moved in today, and his dorm is done as it's going to get done, and he's doing freshman stuff right now. But it's really kind of full circle kind of thing to come back here, and I think King's going to be a great fit. He runs cross country. Ran cross country and played soccer for me in high school. But
any of you who like running, that's not me. I've never been a runner.
If you're chasing me, I'll run.
Yeah. But any of you who like running, I'm sure he would love to go running.
Have some company. Yeah,
He's been looking for some buddies to like go running with and show him around the area. He did. I don't know if you've heard this. He did. There's another friend.
No, that's the legend.
There's another legend. He did comment on how Mississippi's very flat. And he's learning that this area has a lot of hills.
Yeah, we live in the hilly part. We live in a mountainous area.
Really? Oh my gosh.
We're near the highest place of Mississippi is, I think, 800 feet above sea level.
Oh my
I know.
goodness.
Shh.
Oh my goodness.
Please be quiet. But yeah, this is going to be a land change for him, but it's good. He's excited, and it's 8 hours away, so he's all yours.
Hey, we got family here. That's right.
All yours.
It's all so good. So when I knew that Gregg was coming in, and we do these videos every week, I just said, hey Gregg, would you jump on with me and just share some wisdom and just share a little bit about what has God been teaching you in this season? What's he teaching you? I mean, you're going through a lot of transition, you're changing roles, staying in the same church but changing roles a little bit. What is it, we have mega viewers of students who watch this every week, okay?
Countless.
So, yes. It's unbelievable. We're kind of famous.
You are famous.
So, but what is something that has been on your heart that you've been learning that you would want to share with the students in Bristol?
Oh, man. If I picked a word, it would be transforming, changing. I don't think we're created to just, because if you stay in the same spot, you get proud or you get comfortable. And pride and comfort aren't really what we're called to do. So transformation would be it. My emphasis in my new focus at First Pres Corinth is Director of Discipleship, which is, it's a familiar word, but we could all be better at
really thinking about what it means. It's different.
Discipling and making it reproducible. But simple verse in Matthew 4:19, and you know it. Jesus said to a couple of the disciples that he walked upon when they were on the shore after fishing. It says, "Follow me, and I will make you fishers of men." Well, I mean, obviously, and you've heard that, and you know that means at some point after he says this, and it also indicates that there was a conversation before this, and then if you paid attention to the story of the disciples that basically hiked with Jesus for 2.5 years, there's change. I mean, they go from doing this is what their family did, and probably their family before them they did this, and now they've had this collision with Jesus that is unlike anybody they've met. Yet they're hoping he is who they've been looking for. I mean, that wrapped up in one person having a conversation saying, "Follow me, and I will make you fishers of men." And it comes in three. And to be a disciple is really one who follows Jesus, one who's being changed by Jesus, and one who lives and loves like Jesus. And if you think that transformation project, the process, the follow me, and you're doing that, and I want to do that. But there's this, there's almost this overwhelming aspect of who God is, right? The kingdom of God has come, and we're glad. Then enter Jesus. Now we have what he looks like that we can kind of sink our teeth into. It's tangible, and but we live in this place where God is, I'm going to live a godly life, and, and as long as I can keep God at bay, and not that we want to do that, but there's this gap between us and him, and it's a little murky and all this, then I found for me, I can kind of stay the same, or I can help God with the words that he wants me to hear, and I can help, shape him in the direction that I want to go. And he is about transforming us. And so when Jesus says, follow me, and I will make you, it's 3 parts. Follow me, I will make you, change, transformation into fishers of men. And that's the living and loving like Jesus. But hang out on that, and I will make you, to be no longer conformed to the pattern of this world, but be transformed by the renewing of your mind, which is not something that you do at one moment and go, okay, God, I got it, thank you. We'll see you when it's my time, and when it's all done. It's this now, and so there's this transforming thing that takes place. And if you watch the disciples, it didn't just immediately hit. They got it. They loved him. They leaned into it, but they were clumsy. They were awkward. They were always stepping over themselves. They were elbowing each other for position. They didn't get it. The cheese fell right off their cracker, time after time after time, and with his patience and love and mercy, but definite intention, he gave some. Yeah, this is what it get. I mean, no, come on, but you're not listening. You're not getting this. Let me tell you this one more time, and that's us. And then, if you're reading the Gospels, and at some point, they just begin to. It happens, and it happens. For most of them, at that point where it all comes to be that Jesus has been telling them all this time, this is what's going to happen. It's going to happen. I'm going to be taken, and then I'm going to have to be killed. But it has to happen. And Peter's going, just so much just whirlwind and swirl going on inside their lives. But that kind of gives it a moment of concrete, and then they begin to get it. But they didn't suddenly become transformed that day. That process happened when Jesus said, come here. And we forget that, and we get frustrated because we want to follow. We want the greatest love of our life to be, the things of God, to know him deeply and to make much of him. But we get in our way. Yeah. You can't, my knees are skint from times that I couldn't ride a bicycle upright, or jumped a Volkswagen on a 10-speed, and just some insane decisions that I made. And so we kind of, you walk with this limp, but I'm not who I was at 15 or 19 or 25. It's been this going process of God's patience and mercy and tenderness and deep affection for us. And, so he makes these declarative statements to us, and then he gives us opportunities to respond to what he has given us. And so I guess for me, to answer the question again, is, it is this transforming. I'm shifting from coaching and from student ministry that I've been doing for 30 years to this new title. It's the same thing. Yeah. It's following, living and loving like Jesus. And it's like, and you can't do it if you're not following. Because if it's up to me, I'm going to live and love like me. Yeah. I'm going to do it as long as it's convenient for me, as long as it's not too difficult, as long as I'm in a good mood, as long as the sun is shining and everything's going my way, I'm going to follow. But, we don't live on those days every day. Yeah. There are days that are heartbreaking. There are days that, where's the velvet, carpet that we can walk over barefoot and it feels so good? Where, sometimes it feels like
this whole season.
Oh,
I mean,
gosh.
It's like you can't even plan next week because you just don't know.
I want to get back to the normal. I don't think we've ever had normal. I don't. But we do long for the days, if you get on, I'm older, so Facebook is what I would do. And I've tried to fast from Facebook because it's just a bunch of people arguing. But I just want to go back to the days of, this is some spaghetti that I ate, be in awe of my spaghetti, and like, oh, good, and because I go, oh, who wants to see your food? I want to see your food now. I want to see your food right now. I don't want to hear you arguing with this, and I don't want to hear people just talking bad about each other, and I'm not going to wear a mask. I'm going to wear a mask. I don't want this. It's just a lot of, we've had enough time to be quarantined that we didn't like our own company, so we're going to kind of make it miserable for other people.
Yeah.
And we, you know, in the same breath that we will say God is good, we will also cut the feet out from somebody that God loves. And it's just too much. And, you know, so during the COVID thing, the transforming process, when, you know, for me, our students in our church, we, you know, our campus had to close, and we did stuff remotely and did the best we could. But I was I sat on my porch, you know, and in a green chair, and told the world that, you know, when you come by, honk, or if you can, pull up to the curb, and we'll talk responsibly and socially. But there was a lot of waving, and I don't know car makes and models enough, so if they honked, it was like the most energy I had. And I wanted to spend a lot of my time just listening, and in that because I usually speak first and then go, I probably should have thought a little bit longer. I should. Yeah. So maybe that's something that's in this. I'm wanting to transform. I want to hear more. You have 2 ears, 1 mouth. Listen twice as much as you talk. And so I'm trying to be there and trying to understand empathy and compassion for people that, you know, that are really struggling. Some that are very scared. Others that just want to give me their opinion that they, you know. And I'm really trying to just be present. I know that's kind of a cliche thing with folks like us, but be where you are.
That's what one of our phrases: "Be where your feet are."
Well, be where you. Well, I like that. I like that. And because it's all you have.
Yeah.
I do not know where my feet will be in an hour.
Yeah.
But I do know where they are right now. So if I can live and love like Jesus effectively in this moment, then we're on to something, because you will be the recipient of me wanting to model that. And I will not fill the air with a lot of just drill. I mean, it'll be kind of goofy because it's me, but you will, you know, hopefully you will understand what God can love like. It's like, man, that nitwit's kind of trying, but God's even better than that. So that transformation process of not just going from a state of A to a state of B, but it's that as soon as you move, as soon as, you know, be where your feet are right now. Hopefully, we're transforming letting go of some pattern of the world to follow in the steps of the rabbi.